Hey guys, it's Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a grocery haul for you. So I'm going to show you what we're going to have this week for meals and also all the groceries that I got to go along with it. I did have a lot of the proteins already in the freezer, so didn't have to buy a whole lot of those, but I will explain everything. So let me show you. So let's start off by checking out the menu. So pull it off so you guys can see it a little bit easier. So this week for the menu, we're going to have rigatoni with mushroom bolognese for Monday. So that's part of our Mushroom Monday that we're doing. And so I'm going to start that in a little bit. And then Tuesday, I'm doing pan-seared mahi-mahi with a honey lime coleslaw. That is a recipe that I found online and part of my 2020 goals to learn or master a white fish dish. On Wednesday, I have a work dinner, so we're not going to be doing anything that evening. It's for couples. And then Thursday, we're going to do Salisbury steak with green beans and spaghetti squash. The green beans I already have in the freezer, so I didn't buy those. Friday, we're doing prime rib stuffed potatoes. So this was left over from Christmas. I had a little piece of the prime rib that I cut off in order to make it nice and round when I roasted it. Put that in the freezer, and so what I'm going to do is put it in the crock pot and then let it get nice and cooked throughout the day, maybe add some barbecue sauce to it, and then make baked potatoes. For the weekend, on Saturday, we're going to do burgers, and Adam requested that we get bacon and avocado with them, so I did that. And then on Sunday, we're going to be having brats again with sauerkraut. And so I already have the sauerkraut and the brats, so I don't need to buy any of those things. So let me just kind of run you through what we have here. I can show you all of the groceries that I picked up. So I'm going to start with some of the cold stuff. Parmesan cheese, like I said, I always get this grated Parmesan cheese, but I do need this for the mushroom bolognese tonight. Sharp cheddar, I got the thick kind. This is going to be for the baked potatoes that we have. Mascarpone, this is going to actually be part of the mushroom bolognese as well. So if you haven't had this before, it's kind of like an Italian cream cheese. So it's a little bit sweeter. It's not as tart or sour as actual cream cheese. And on the top you can see it says that it's like really good for making tiramisus. And so that is one of the things that you do use when you make a tiramisu. So got that. It's kind of a more specialty item. For the burgers on Friday night or Saturday night, I got sharp cheddar and then also some Monterey Jack with jalapeno peppers. Figured we'd just have a couple of these, and then we can also use these to go along with the brats if we wanted to. I like to eat my brats with like a tortilla, mustard, sauerkraut, and a piece of cheese or sprinkled cheese inside. I got a dozen eggs. These are the kind of eggs that I've been liking to get. They're a little bit more expensive. So when I go to H-E-B, I get these, but if I go to Costco, I'll get one of the bigger packages, and that's a little bit cheaper that way. Bacon, that's going to be for the burgers. These are a 4-pack of like the larger baking potatoes. That's going to be for Friday night. Whole milk, we drink whole milk, and this is really just for the coffees. And then my husband struggles with a little bit of acid reflux, so sometimes if he has something too spicy or with too acidic, he has some problems with that. So we always have to keep this in the fridge for him to grab some of that. Almond milk, we like to get the unsweetened vanilla and actually mix it with our protein powder. So that's for our protein shakes. And since we both started working out again, we've been going through more of this. Now we're on to some veggies. So these are just cremini or baby bella or brown mushrooms. These are going to be for the mushroom bolognese and then also for the Salisbury steak because it has a mushroom gravy with it. Green onions, these are going to be for the tops of the baked potatoes, as well as the honey lime coleslaw needs green onions in it as well. Some people call these spring onions or scallions. For the honey lime coleslaw, instead of buying a huge thing of cabbage, I just got some shredded stuff because it just says 2, so I know we won't need it, and we'll basically just let it go to waste. Spaghetti squash, this is going to be to go with the Salisbury steak. A lot of times I serve mashed potatoes with it, but since we're trying to, do more low-carb vegetables, so really what I mean by low-carb vegetables is that we're not having a lot of potatoes all the time except for that dinner. And then we don't normally have like rice or anything like that or pastas with our like as a side, so we're using this as kind of like that. So I'll roast this, pull all the insides out, and then we'll just put the gravy from the Salisbury steak on top of that. A couple of sweet onions. This is my preference to get sweet onions. I think that when you cut them up, they don't make you cry as much, so I really like that. 2 avocados for the burgers, And these are actually really firm and green. So I'm gonna leave these out on the countertop for a couple days. I'll just put them like over here where I leave like all my like limes and lemons, and I'll let them get a little softer, and then once they do, I'll put them in the fridge to stay so that they kind of like stop ripening. Tomatoes, they didn't have Roma tomatoes this time at the grocery store when I ordered all of this from H-E-B, so I just got these on the vine and they were a pretty good price. Porcini mushrooms, this is a specialty mushroom that I use for the bolognese, so that's going to be for that. Butter lettuce, I like to get these little packages of butter lettuce. They stay good for a really long time. They're hydroponic, and I like to use these for burgers. You can use them for the bun for a burger or just on the lettuce. I just really like the flavor of the butter lettuce. It's kind of like more mellow to me, I guess. Then I got a package of organic carrots. Part of this is gonna be for the coleslaw that we're doing, which has like more than just shredded cabbage in it. It has coleslaw, I mean, it has more than shredded cabbage. It has cabbage, carrots, the spring onion, some red bell peppers in there, as well as some cilantro, so it's a little bit different. I got those for that, and then also for the bolognese. Same for the peppers, partly for the coleslaw, partly for the bolognese. Cilantro, that's gonna be for the coleslaw as well. Limes, I just like to keep these around, but we do need some for coleslaw, and I just keep all of these like up here on the top with sometimes a little snack. And it's rolling away from me. So I just keep those up there so they're easy to grab for if people want to put them in drinks or something like that. Then this is something we haven't tried before. These are actually like gluten-free hamburger buns. I'm kind of disappointed at first though because there's only 4 in here. So I might have to buy another package, or someone's just gonna have to go bunless, which will probably be me. But I haven't tried these before, and they actually feel like they came frozen. So I'm gonna put them in the freezer and then probably take them out the day that we make the burgers. Beef broth, this is going to be for the Salisbury steak, for the gravy that I make with it. So that's that. I like to get the reduced sodium one so that I can kind of control how much salt I put into it. This has kind of been, this section here is going to be something some stuff we don't order all the time, or I'll tell you about the specials I got. So this is going to be one of those like guilty pleasures I've been having recently. There are 4-pack of them, and they're like $6 at H-E-B, and if you buy them at the gas station, they're like $2. You save a little bit of money there, but it's kind of just like a little pick-me-up in the afternoon for some coffee that I'll have around. Then I got some rigatoni. So this is actually to go for the bolognese, and I wish they had gluten-free rigatoni in the Berea brand because they had a great special today, but they don't. I actually don't think I've been able to find any gluten-free rigatoni, so that's really odd. I just really like the shape of these. If you can see, they're like much larger noodles, so you're able to like kind of absorb a lot of the sauce and it gets in between there. And these are actually on special, so it was buy 2 get 1 free. And I figured since we always use this for the bolognese and Adam really likes it, I would just go ahead and get 2 boxes or 3 boxes and then put some into a little glass container that I keep in the pantry for that stuff. Okay, cake mix. Really random. Don't normally have this on my list, but it was free. So I had a coupon somehow and I got it free, so I figured I'll keep it in there for someone's birthday when it comes up, or I don't know, maybe a football party later on next year. I think it stays good for like quite a while. Oh yeah, it's good till like February of next year, so that'll be good. Capers, same thing here. I don't have to buy these all the time. We always have them in the fridge. And I think that some of the fish dishes that I'm gonna start making need capers. These are $1 off, so I only paid $1.04 for that container. Organic sage. So this is a necessity for making homemade Salisbury steak. You have to have the sage. So I'm out of my little container that I have, or I'm at the last bit. And I think you need like a teaspoon of it for the meat mixture, so I had to pick up some more of that. I always like to get my spices organic. I know it's more expensive, but it's something that you don't buy every single time you shop, so I kind of feel like it's okay to splurge on it. Then I got some grass-fed ground beef. I already had ground beef in the freezer, so I didn't need to buy any for the burgers or the Salisbury steak. But H-E-B had a coupon going on that if I bought this, I got $3 off my whole cart, which basically means that I paid $3 for this pound of ground beef when it normally would have been $6. So it was like a no-brainer for me. And then I got a regular coffee. We always get this Taste of San Antonio. I keep ground coffee in a container to use every morning. And then I also keep some whole beans in the grinder when we want to do espresso or a French press or something like that. I got some aluminum foil. We're running low. I don't notice the difference in buying the name brand versus the H-E-B brand, so I just buy what's cheaper. And then I got one of these. I haven't bought one of these before. My husband just came up to me and he was like, you know, we have some of those already. And I was like, I did not know that. I don't know where they are. So apparently he has some outside somewhere, but it's a stainless steel cleaning and polishing microfiber cloth. So it's like kind of soft and it won't leave like, you know, residue all over the front of your appliances. So I have a lot of stainless steel appliances. So I want to use this. And I think I have some stainless steel cleaner, but I wanted to just pick that up as well. So that is all the groceries for this week. And I'm going to start putting this up and then start on the mushroom bolognese. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching.